Oh, it's my favorite Super Nintendo game, Patooey!
So this is Whirlite, No Time to Trip. And Whirlite is a modern take on a classic point and click adventure with a heavy narrative and heavy storyline. It stars our main character, Hector, who is this quirky inventor, and he's experiencing a little bit of writer's block at the moment. So we are trying to help him through that writer's block to help him find the invention that will help him get through it. Once we finally do, it turns out this invention kind of sets him way back. So far back, he ends up in 1990. He meets Margaret, our other protagonist here, and they become close friends and trying to navigate this world together to get Hector back home. And in reality of that, they time jump a little too far and see the destruction of the world. So they are working together to try to prevent that from happening.
So you said they went back to 1990?
All the way back to 1990.
Can I go too?
Me too, yeah. Only if I go too.
I think technically I didn't exist back then, but that's fine.
Yes.
So this is like an adventure game like a Monkey Island or something, right?
Yeah, Monkey Island was actually a heavy influence for the developers.
Ooh. I mean, what about, a lot of adventure games have really unusual puzzles. I mean, if you're saying the setting in a dream world.
They can be very complicated, but you know, just like any other game where you go through and you explore every inch of every room, as long as you interact with all the things that you can find, then I'm sure you'll find your clues to move forward.
So like if you mouse over like an object, will it like glow or will the name pop up or something?
So the developers thought of that too, because back when point and clicks were a huge part of our lives, they didn't give us hints like that.
Yeah.
So if you actually hold down the right mouse click, it will highlight everything that's interactable.
Oh, that's easy.
I know. They made it a little easier for us.
Would you like one?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse us. Double Batman for Double Batman News. What is this game?
This game is royalty free for all. It is a hand-animated party platform brawler, and it is our own remix on various public domain characters. It's a fun time.
The public domain. We, Double Batman, do not believe in the public domain. Things saying copyright forever. Because we are somehow not copywritten somehow. The fact that there's two of us makes it that DC cannot sue us. That's what we hope, at least.
I believe in you.
So, who's the strongest character? We wish to beat them up.
The strongest character?
Yes.
I don't know, there's a few different contenders here. You can fight them all if you want.
We don't know if we can do that. We have 4 arms. We can punch. We can do this move. Spin.
You got 4 arms and 4 legs, 8 characters. I think you can take them on.
Let us try. We lost immediately. We could not hold the controller. Choose us.
Hey,
Double Batman, Double Batman News. What?
Is that my sight line?
Well, there's 2 of us. It is hard to know. But like this, yes. Like that.
Okay.
No. One of us will.
Okay.
Well, it's only suitable because there are 2 of us that we will talk to 2 of you for this game.
That sounds good to me.
Tell us about the characters.
These characters are all taken from the public domain, and we wanted to put our own creative spin on them. So you'll notice that we've combined Dorothy with Kodo for a little mashup character referencing Wizard of Oz. She can fly up in a twister and drop a house on you. We've got Sweeney Todd as a demon barber pole. Mother Goose is a silly goose. So there's a fun range of how many characters we have adapted one-to-one versus put something entirely new onto them. Oliver Twist is an olive twist.
Weird.
It's great.
Yes. Are there any bats in there?
are there any bats in there?
Yes, like
Sweeney Todd has a little bit of a vampire bat element to him. He's got an echolocation move, and his home stage is called London After Midnight. It is a lost film that was destroyed in a fire. No one can watch it anymore.
well, that's a shame because that means that you're violating our particular copyright, and we are going to have to sue you. Well,
It does not.
well, we were going to try to bluff you, but then you just stood up to us. Oh, we've never felt so cowardly. Oh
A
no.
little more cowardly in 10 years when you're public domain, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, we were technically created in 2010, so maybe we won't have to do that.
Not the blue suit. Yeah, that's 100 years away.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll find out, I guess. Oh boy. This went incredibly badly. We gotta go.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
What's this game you got?
This is the Midnight Exorcist. It is a sort of light horror, spooky, investigative horror puzzle game, which is set in the Royal Guardian Museum of Human History, where a fatal incident has occurred. And you, the Midnight Exorcist, have to figure out what happened and try and set things right. Fight some ghosts, solve some puzzles, have a good time.
You having a good time after someone dies?
Well, hopefully you'll have a good time by putting things back the way they should be. You'll secure some vengeance and set things back to rights.
Gosh, I put things back. And you can tell I'm disposable. If you put things back with me, things get really gross. So, ooh, I don't like that idea.
Recycling.
I should be recycled. Oh no. So you said this game is like spooky? It's like scary?
Very spooky. A little bit of Scooby-Doo, a little bit of It's sort of Night at the Museum meets Scooby-Doo meets a few other influences you probably have to play to find out.
Night at the Museum is scary? I didn't see it.
Again, more spooky than scary. Yeah.
Spooky.
Not a lot of jump scares. More
that's good.
just trying to keep a nice level of tension.
So when you said it's a puzzle game set in a museum, the first thing I thought was the Da Vinci Code. I don't know if that's like the worst insult I could say, or...
No, I think that's an apt comparison, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
you're looking at the artifacts, you're trying to understand the patterns, you're trying to figure out like what happened here and why, and what can you do about it.
Okay, cool. I get to be in a Dan Brown novel. The last time my brother was in a Dan Brown novel was because he got recycled. It was really kind of sad, but also whatever.
Yeah, what can you do, right? You roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Roll with the punches.
I've heard that joke before, at PAX before. I'm gonna go now.
Hello! I love this game. I see sports and I like sports. I'm a big, strong person. What is this about?
So this is Pin City. It is a VR bowling game mixed with the spirit of mini golf. So that means there's normal lanes, but also there's spikes and fire and ramps and explosions and possibly other strange things that will happen.
That happens in mini golf?
Yeah. Have you ever been to a mini golf place? There's lots of fire and explosions in mini golf.
I have not. I've never done that. I only lift things up and then put them down to get my muscles. Look how strong I am.
Oh, you're very strong.
So strong.
This
And I
is
guess mini golf for you would be giant golf, probably.
You make a good point. I wish I'd thought of that first.
So in this game, you can throw the ball and put. In normal bowling, you have to have skill to curve the ball, but in this game, we give you a little bit of a help. There's a joystick that you can use to steer the ball as it goes down the lane, so you have a little bit more agency. You can also explore the bowling alley. We have vending machines, we got trash cans, we have a secret back room that we don't want to tell you about. We have all sorts of fun things.
There's also ball weight. You like ball weight?
Oh yes, you can also choose the ball weight.
Yep. So the lighter the ball, the faster you can throw it. Some levels you need to really think about the speed and like timing. So you want the light ball to throw it. Some levels you need to get through some obstacles, and you want the heavy ball to really push through those things.
How about the heaviest ball you've got? I can lift 1,000 pounds.
We do not have a 1,000-pound ball. Sorry.
Oh.
I think it's like 13 kilograms.
13 kilograms.
Max, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maybe we could add in a special ball for super heavy, for super strong people.
Fill it with a neutron star. I will be able to lift it.
The whole
Okay,
sun.
we'll put that in. That'll be the next update. We'll have the
All right.
star update.
Hi.
Hello!
So what's this game about?
This is Doug. It's a roguelite creature battler. It's kind of like if you got Pokemon meets Inscription, but your evolution was in the style of a game like Scribblenauts, where you can type anything you want, and then you get a fully unique creature based off what you type. So image, effect, and name.
Interesting. Is this a typing game, like typing on the dead or something, or is it not?
It's like it's more like a tactical turn-based combat game. So imagine like lane-based combat of Inscription, placing cards, but you have a smaller deck, which is like a tiny team of creatures similar to Pokemon. But there's a little bit of typing, but not like typing of the dead. Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like this game has a real brand that I can dig, which is things that are small and cute, but also horrifying, like me.
Yeah, you do look like a Gug a little bit, yeah.
Oh.
Kind of grotesque, but cute at the same time.
Ouch!
I want to look at you, but I don't want to give you a hug.
That's fine. It would hurt a lot. These are eyeballs. They're real.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's kind of, yeah, you might need it'd be tough if you went to the optometrist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the spa. They can use an entire cucumber all over my entire body. Ho ho, we're doing all the eye jokes now.
Wow, that sounds like it takes a lot of time.
It sure does.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Okay, but really, what's that line for?
That's for mac and cheese.
Okay, now you stop making jokes.
No, seriously, look. See? Mac and cheese.
Whoa. Don't they just have food in their necks?
No.
You need a snack?
We've never had a scene before, have we?
No, we've worked together a long time. It's weird, isn't it?
Is this cringe? Is this not cringe? Is it vibes? Is it Riz? Is it Skibbity? I'm way too old for this.
Hello.
Hello.
So what's this game?
So this is Gunrunner, side-scrolling platformer action game with an emphasis on speedrunning.
Ooh. It looks kind of difficult. It's giving me kind of Meat Boy vibes. Is that accurate, you'd say?
That's a fair thing to say, yeah. I started developing it a little bit before Meat Boy even came out, but it started as a
really?
college thing.
That was like 11 years ago. Holy moly.
Yeah. Meat Boy is very momentum-based, where Gunrunner is very static, like dashes and things like that, or static and constant. Meat Boy and things like Celeste are momentum-based, so that's the biggest difference between the two. It's what I've heard like higher-level players say. That was one of the main points, is that if I'm going to have speedrunners playing this game, it needed to be really tight. I don't want to be too floaty. A lot of work went into making sure the game felt good.
So I'm not much of a speedrunner, but I'm thinking of getting into it because I'm trying to do something with my life. You think, is this a good thing to start with for speedrunning?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, I recommend that.
I'm already too intimidated. I can't. I'm gonna go.
Excuse us! Double Batman for Double Batman News! What is this game you have here?
It's a one-way EXE, which is a horror puzzle game where you're stuck inside of an abandoned video game and you need to figure out what happened to the three developers that were making it.
We have been stuck in things that have been abandoned before. We've been stuck in abandoned hospitals and train stations, and usually we beat people up. When you say abandoned video game, that does not mean scary to me. What do you mean by this? What's scary about being alone on the internet?
Well, all the characters here are based on different genres of horror and different eras of the internet. So we explore all types of horror. In our demo, we have 7 rooms available, and each one is a unique horror experience.
We also, it's not just our video game, we also made an ARG, so we have websites as well that tie into the game. The design, the gameplay, they all mirror each other, and it's very challenging to turn a website into a 3D space.
It's very fun though. Yeah, it helped my creativity a lot. We started with websites first, and it's when I got the idea of transitioning the website into a video game.
It sounds a little creepypasta-esque, if you're asking me. Where like 10 years ago to the day, someone died on their Super Nintendo and all of a sudden it's haunted, something like that. That's what you're going for, sort of a creepypasta style thing?
Yeah, Creepypasta was a big inspiration for our game, and you can see it throughout many different parts of it.
We never understood that. It was like, we can't turn the game off. It's like, oh, yes, we can. Just move up and press the little purple bar. We don't get it. Of course, we've never been haunted, except with pain and, emotional pain. That's it, though.
That's what's fun about our game is that because we touch on different types of horror, people who don't understand or don't vibe with one can try a different route and a different kind of horror and see what sticks to them, what actually scares them.
Yeah, we have something for everyone.
Nothing scares us.
Our game is Rightfully Barry Arms. It's a twin-stick bullet hell roguelite shooter. You go through different dungeons. You upgrade our main character Barry. He's a teddy bear behind me. And then as you go through and you beat bosses, you choose how to upgrade the enemy and make the enemy more difficult.
Okay, you upgrade the enemies?
Yes, you upgrade the enemies. You have to balance it with your own upgrades. Try to figure out a strategy. Upgrading the enemy, you can actually do it in your favor. You just gotta think a little differently.
Interesting. So we see a lot of people who are inspired by other games, and I'm gonna say, like, there's big Enter the Gungeon vibes on this one. Are you willing to couch to that?
Yeah, Enter the Gungeon, Nuclear Throne. I played a lot of Nuclear Throne, so...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a little faster paced, so...
Faster paced than Nuclear Throne, or faster paced than Enter the Gungeon?
I would say a little faster paced than Enter the Gungeon, but yeah, because Nuclear Throne feels faster to me, so yeah.
I was gonna say, like, every time I played that I die in about 7 seconds.
Yeah. So we have meta progression in RBA, so as you go through, you can get a point system called Inspiration, and you can, like, slowly upgrade your health, things like that, so when you die, you don't completely restart and reset.
Looks like your main character, he's got the same kind of color as me. I think we match.
Yeah, I think you do match. You look good.
It's quite profound. Would you like one?
I would love one.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you.
Not worried about COVID anymore, so I guess we can do this.
We can do this.
Also, I can't catch it because I don't breathe, and I'm not actually alive.
Hello!
Hello.
So tell us your game. Your game is Happy to Travel about.
Our game is called Cappy and Tappy. It is a block stacking platformer. So one player is stacking these Tetris blocks while the other is climbing up to escape. These folks right now are playing a dynamite level, which means they're instead trying to destroy the blocks to get out to the exit. So it's got this Indiana Jones theme. You're escaping these temples, exploring, trying to find idols and that sort of thing. We've been in development for a little less than a year, and we're going to be in development for at least another year. And then it will be out on Steam. There's a demo out now.
Hi. So which one is Kwame and which one is Tapapthras? Wait, what are the names? It's
Cappy, you can see on the screen, that's the capybara. And Tappy is off screen. She's the one operating that crane that you see dropping in the TNT.
Well, Cappy's not wearing a baseball cap, he's wearing a fedora. This is entirely wrong.
Because it's not a cap. Well, I'll have to talk to the story writers about this one, because it's a good point. That's kind of problematic.
Oh.
How has the convention been so far for you?
It's been terrible. I've been sitting inside this guy's pocket for hours waiting for him to pull me out.
That's terrible. That's terrible. He doesn't give you any breathing time outside?
Nope. No pay, no food. I mean, I don't use money or eat food, so I don't know.
Wow. You have to do all this work. You're the one doing all the interviewing.
Oh, look, I'm the one holding you up, all right? You see my hand? Listen, look.
So tell about your game.
So this is Cornucopia. It's a 2.5D farming RPG.
Oh, so I mean, I think we know which ones people think about when they say, modern farming game, but how is your game different,
So your pets will follow you around. So you have a little chick or a cow or a horse, and they all have unique genetics, and they'll assist you with farming, like breaking rocks, chopping down trees, and in combat as well.
No cats or dogs, huh?
Sorry?
No cats and dogs, just cows?
There's a dog named Munger, and it's actually made after my English bulldog in real life.
Oh, it sounds like a cutie.
Yeah, it's a cutie, and there's also 2 cats as well.
Oh, I like this already. So, I mean, is it just farming, or do you do other stuff?
Yeah, you can do lots of things. You can even meet 50 of the townsfolk and marry 34 of them, including 2 kappas and a wizard, and you can have magical wizard babies and hybrid kappa children and a few other things.
Okay, this is getting kind of weird, but I'm down with it, I'm pretty weird. You say 50? You have 50 townsfolk?
So when you befriend the townsfolk, you can actually raise their heart level to level 10 and then get married. But when you reach level 3, you can actually redecorate their bedrooms. And so if you're a bit of a kleptomaniac, you can steal all their furniture and then put it in your own house. Then you don't hurt as well.
Wow, that sounds like you get a bad reputation if you did that. Gosh.
Yeah, you'd be very naughty if you did that.
Yeah. What do you say? If you say the town has 50 people, that's a city for me. I mean, I used to live in a palace that had like 4,500 servants, so what do I know, I guess? Would you like one?
Oh, Pez, nice.
What's Pez?
Thank you very much.
No worries. Have a good...
Excuse us. Double Batman for Double Batman News. We see 2 games here. We like that, except these games are very different, and we are very similar. What are these games?
So, this game on my right is called Pip Puzzle, similar to Super Puzzle Fighter. It's a multiplayer puzzle game similar to games like Puyo Puyo or Tetris, where you battle each other, use abilities to sabotage your friends. On my left is a video game called Away From Home. It's a pixel rhythm RPG where you enter their world and control the main character against their will, and their world can only exist with you in it.
Interesting. Let's start with the Pip Puzzle. So, we see a lot of puzzle games that are inspired by NES and SNES style puzzle games from back in the day. You mentioned Super Puzzle Fighter. With any other, we've seen, Tetris Attack come back, Wario's Woods, all these things. But what have you changed about the formula that makes yours better?
Yeah, so this one obviously will have leaderboards. With the multiplayer, it'll allow you to actually branch out and go fight people around the world. You have like your own skill base too. You can fight people similar. But the abilities within the game, there's lots of animations where you actually see the players fighting and interacting. We have potions that allow you to get rid of entire rows and abilities that allow you to add more or take away from your opponent. And there's a lot of ways you can sabotage and interact with each other depending on your play style. And different characters with different moves and abilities as well.
We never played Super Puzzle Fighter. Was that part of that game or no? We don't remember.
It's similar. It's similar.
Okay. Now this one, the horror game.
It's not really horror. We kind of put it out that way. It's more of it's like horror undertones. It's similar to Undertale, similar to like One Shot, Earthbound, Mother, but we have like horror undertones in it. Like the horror is not the main focus.
Horror, I suppose with Undertale you could say there are slightly horror things, but Earthbound I think is just sort of weird. Is that what you're going for, like a weird game?
Yeah, this one's more so, there's a game called Beast of the Painful, which is a RPG. It's a really cool indie game. It's published by Serenity Forge. Their game is pretty much ultra realism, ultra upset, like, in their storytelling. So this is like if you had an Undertale art style Undertale world with that sort of storytelling.
Brutal. That's what we like. Hello!
Hello!
So, I'm looking for the more complicated game. I see a game up here. Don't die, collect loot.
Yes.
I think I can understand that. What's that game about?
Absolutely. It's just don't die and you're collecting loot.
Oh, it sounds too complicated. Let's slow down.
It's a roguelite. So you're kind of
picking your path and you're leveling up and kind of getting your new abilities as you go along, but it's a blast. It's very much a game you can kind of just turn off your brain a little bit and chill and hang out and just have some fun.
Okay. And then, if you don't lie, you can collect loot?
Yes.
Okay. I think I can do this. I think I can do two things. Let's try.
Classes, and so you can kind of mix and match however you want for your build specifically.
Can I be a strong character?
Oh yeah.
I'll use my muscles.
Hello?
Hi.
So what's this game?
Sorry?
What's this game?
So this game is an open world expressive platformer. Expressive platformer is a subgenre we're kind of trying to push, where the idea is in how many different ways can you cross the same gap. And so that's incentivized through the level design, but that's also incentivized through the moveset. You've got a double jump, you've got a spin, you've got a boost, but in the order that you do them, that changes entirely the moveset and the chains that you can do. Open world, it's in the wake of like Wind Waker or Bowser's Fury, where you've got this big open ocean and you've got all of these incredible cool things in the distance that you can just zoom into really fast as in your snake form and then just have some platforming goodness.
Wow. It looks difficult.
It is we'd like to think that it's actually an easy to learn but hard to master kind of game. So basically if you want to play it more relaxed and you kind of just want to rely on the base moves, you can. And you can casually explore the world, or you can really dig deep into the moveset. You can start doing speed runs, leaderboard competitions, and all of that stuff.
So I can't jump because I have no legs or arms or anything?
Right.
I can roll though.
Yeah?
You think that's a good start?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, in your snake form, you basically become an Ouroboros where you roll like a wheel around, so that's rolling.
I think I could do that. I mean, I could become a cool parkour master who gets all the kisses from all the girls.
Right.
I'm starting to feel good about myself for the first time ever. I'm gonna do it.
Yay.
Hello!
Oh, that guy's covered in eyes. Hello.
Hello, that's right. I'm Dr. Eyebaltron. I do like your whole thing about YouTube essays and stuff. I was thinking about breaking out of the supervillainy and going into video essays myself.
Yeah.
Do you think I got the stuff?
I think you got the eyes for it.
Ooh, yes. I've got some good ideas. I want to make one about how Beavis was actually smarter. And I want to do one about how the Seneca Genesis sucked. And that's the only two I have right now.
I think those are pretty controversial, which is in some regards like a really good call. Controversy, you know, draws eyes.
Ooh.
That's how you get the eyeballs.
Yo, I just saw 3 like women take a picture of this empty wall. I don't get it. Am I old? Hey there, you feeling better?
Sort of. I'll get out there in a second. Do you see anything cool at the show?
I saw a guy walking with 3 phones playing Pokemon Go on all of them. Well, I only saw 2 of them, because one was on top of the other, so... But I'm going to assume that 3rd phone didn't have Instagram on it or something.
I meant like on the show floor?
Yeah, but... Me? On front of the TV?
Yeah, sure.
We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us.
Holy crap, TV. You want to tone it down a bit?
All freshly washed. And we'll have this for next year, I guess.
Wow, this took a while, didn't it?
Yeah. I don't really have an excuse this time. I just could not get myself to work on this thing right afterwards. I literally had to take the internet adapter off my computer to be able to focus on it, not just constantly have something else running in the background or just otherwise getting distracted. Even that that helped, but it just took way longer to make this than it should have. Maybe it's because I got like a video that I was working on prior to this, and I got that's going to take longer after this, so I wasn't like really interested in being like, ooh, a video, because I've been working on it pretty consistently most of the year. I also just have got a lot of things going on, much less, like work and, the world. I've just done this so many times. Maybe I need to take a new approach to this. This is like year 3. Well, I actually took some of the ancillary players with me, but I just didn't find a place to use them, so they were just, more dead weight to bring back and forth. I used Mr. Bristles the year we came back from COVID, I think, but not since. I've never used Manny or General Error. I was trying to get like a tripod foot for the monopod, but despite them being the same brand, they don't, work. So I had to try to make a thing where this kind of thing and this would, kiss. My cousin was trying to make a 3D printed solution, but when 3D printing straight up, the strength of it doesn't work horizontally, I guess, or whatever, because it just snapped with just the weight of the monopod on it, with nothing on it. So we keep trying to figure out that one. I was just sitting there watching the footage. The sound of these things is really bad. You can barely hear people. I used the backup once or twice. I think for the one-way footage, I used my backup. But, I can't just plug the shotgun mic directly into the camera anymore because there was that one time it glitched and then I had no backup. So I'm just recording into the body of the thing and then using the backup later if I have to. But it really wasn't a big improvement. So I think it might be finally time for me to get one of these little wireless microphone things you have. Maybe actually just have a condenser mic you hand people, like an actual news agency or something. Maybe I should get one of them little sound systems that people have. You see them on the TikToks or whatever. People just hold them straight up to their mouth, because apparently none of them really care if you can see where the microphone is. Or maybe those are just undisclosed sponsorships. I don't know. The thing is, though, my DSLR is like 12 years old now, and they're heavy, and their quality is just sort of ordinary. A few years ago, I slipped a clip of B-roll I shot on my phone into it, and it looks exactly the same, which is why I'm shooting this on my phone, because I just can't be bothered. Furthermore, it's because my tripod here that I've had for about 20 years, I think is finally actually broken. This, let me see, this here is supposed to turn so tight and stop this part from moving, but it's in there, it's about as tight as I can go. But it won't stop this from going up and down anymore. This is something else, I think. Maybe it's this one that's messing with it. Yeah, that's just loose. I think I just slipped a screw or something on this. This thing, I mean, it still works in the sense I can put it if it's stationary, but maybe I should finally... Big... strong bad why is my 30-year-old electronics breaking on me moment here. It's all just becoming a bit repetitive. I go out there, we talk to people, I eat McDonald's dinners at the train station that's nearby because it's reliable and they haven't given me food poisoning yet. Sit around the hotel all night exhausted watching bad movies on cable that I wouldn't normally watch. This year it was Hotel Transylvania 3. And there was something else I was watching part of. Not that that's a bad movie, but... And then failed to win the Diddy Kong Racing tournament before going home. This time, though, for the first time ever, on Sunday, I just left all that stuff behind for Sunday. I didn't bring the camera, no vest, no players, nothing. I figured I just had enough footage already, so I'm like, alright, the video can just be about these 3 days. I already talked to, 14 different games? That's pretty good. There are plenty of games I just didn't get to talk about. There was Windswept, which is a Donkey Kong Country-style platformer. It looks great, but the dev wasn't there, but the only person who could have talked about it is somebody I already talked to. It's the guy who had Athenian Rhapsody from a couple years ago, from 2023. He actually said hi to me when I was in there for 10 minutes, hey, it's this guy. I'm like, oh man, my reputation. We got re-releases of Gex and Bubsy, but I just couldn't nail down the guy who they wanted me to talk to about Bubsy or Gex. Apparently splitting his time between the Atari booth and the Limited Run booth, so never quite made that work. But yeah, Sunday, without all the stuff here, I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, what am I doing here? I just kind of thinked around until the tourney got beat by Lubu for the 9th time in a row, and then got ready to go home. I think I am going to keep doing this, but I think I need to either mix up how I do it, Oh, I need to put a little bit of money into this equipment. I gotta get better sound. I gotta get a lighter camera. Maybe a laptop that I can actually run Premiere on so I can edit as I go. That'd be nice so we don't end up with this thing like a week out. So I think I'll surely keep doing this, but I think I'm gonna mix it up at some point. Like, it's not like I'm still doing like holiday specials. I had some ideas for them. I could still do them. I could bring that back if I felt like it. But I definitely want to keep going to PAX, and if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what I would do there, really. 1, 2... Oh my god, I just watched the vest with Tube Guy in it. Oh god.
Well, I can't believe I'm here working my first day of the magazine. I have lots of interesting ideas that experience have not yet trampled on.
Oh yes, let me introduce you to your new coworker. He's right over here. This is your new coworker. Really? You couldn't pay 45 cents or whatever to get a replacement?
Hey, that's not very nice to say about your, guy you've worked with all this time.
He doesn't have a face anymore.
Hang on, makeup! Let's see. Get out of here for a sec. There we go, see? Good as new. Like, wow. This sucks. I can't fit on a national soap commercial to do this thing, you jerk.
Stickers I made.
I do like the Doom Toxic Fury. That's pretty funny. I think I am going to take one of these if it's alright.
It's fine.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm not allowed to take that one anymore. Well, I'm 41, so... Hello!
Hello!
So tell me about... I did the wrong voice. What am I doing? Oh, Tappy the tape here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.